Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated. Hello, everyone. Greetings to the replay crew. Hold on, the door does not shut because it is conference week this week. Just a second. So, I have the ankle biters. Hey, Crafty, how's it going? 7th. What am I hitting on? Hold on. Trying to get this room put back together. The baby was here. Keep listening. Yeah, the baby was here this weekend, and that is not my pop. 2 seconds. I thought I grabbed my pop. What do I grab? Ethanol fuel for the fireplace, just because it was right there where I usually put my pop. Be right back. This is not my pop. No. But this one's cold. Alrighty. Yes. I have to have something. This is part of the reason I can't do what do you call it? My teeth whitening, because I'm constantly coffee, pop, juice, Perrier. You know. Hey, Kristen, how's it going? See, I was kind of hoping Luna'd get in here so I could fill her in too on what happened yesterday. Other than there was a shooting, evidently we kind of went through it and didn't know it. We saw a bunch of state patrolmen go by. I mean, just flying by. But we didn't know. Okay, well, traffic stop. We're on I-90. Something's going on, you know. Okay, no worries. No worries, honey. A teenage boy killed 2 adults and 3 youth. So I don't know any of the details, but it happened in Fall City, near Issaquah. And I was kind of reading through the comments on Cairo. I guess some people are already pushing this anti-gun shit. I'm like, I didn't have time to register so I could comment, but my brain was like, for fuck's sake, let the bodies get cold before you start pushing an objective. Figure out why. What medication this poor kid was on to lead him to do this. So, hey Russ, how's it going? I still got to design that cup. I apologize. I haven't slowed down. And I need to just make a post-it or it'll be gone until I see your name, and then my brain's like, I'm supposed to do something. Yes. So I don't know what the ages of the kids that the other kid shot, or if it sounded 2 adults, I would think it was the parents, but I don't know. They were someone made the comment that they were probably, since it's Fall City, they were probably white and conservative. I'm like, what the fuck, people? I can see the programming was working well with that one who commented. So, love you too. It's so sad. Everybody's like, well, we need more gun control. No, you don't. You need more people control. I mean, I said mine out, and the kids know it's not going to leave. It sits there. It doesn't get up and walk itself out the door. Neither does my car. Cars kill people, but they don't start blaming the cars. Don't get me started. I'll get going and going. But hey, Brazzy. Hey, Neek, how's it going? She's get the fact. Yeah, I know. Exactly. They were just going off, because that's the first place I go for is the comments. I skim the article and then I want to know the comments, and there's some real pieces of work out there. There's also some who I can't say that I blame him. The people who, the three reporters, I guess they're called nowadays, uh, not only had to report on whatever this was going on, but they also had to monitor comments. I'm like, they're stretched way too thin. Yeah. So, never been to Fall City. I want to stay in a treehouse. If anybody watches or has seen, I don't even know if it's still going anymore. Treehouse Masters. That I don't even remember his name. He's from Fall City, and there are tree houses you can rent like a Airbnb. So I think that would be cool. I gotta see if I can get Enoch to pin my Gibson Go in his chat to help with my gas, my stays, because at the hospital, because I'm not gonna want to have to drive home for 2 hours after surgery and hopefully not throwing up all the way home. And oh yeah, it was a good show. I liked it. So hopefully I just got to catch him, because catching Daniel is Enoch is like pulling teeth. This kid's been running. So but yesterday just made it a day trip because it's conference week. So I have the kids half days today through Thursday. So 3 of the 4 days I'm live, I'll have the ankle biters. Talk to the surgeon. She's older than her picture, which is good. That means she's had plenty of practice at what she's doing. How much gets cut out is going to depend on my genetic testing, if I'm predisposed for that, and then my MRI. So I have the MRI 9:00 Thursday the 7th. So that means my ass has to be out of the house no later than 6 a.m. so I don't hit morning traffic down I-90. Hey, buddy, how's it going? So, and then we're gonna stay that night because I just got one ear out for the little ones. The next day I have my heart echo. So I told the doctor that, and she's like, "Can you exercise? Can you, she's thinking how bad it is." I'm like, "No, I can exercise. I exercise pretty much every day." And I said, "Heart's fine. Other than the fact that it has an irregular heartbeat. So it just, instead of, well, I just thought it was one side. Now I found out both sides don't work worth a shit. But there's no heart disease. There's no blockage. There's nothing like that going on. No damage, nothing. So, but so she and my cardiologist, oncology, and the breast surgeon is all in the same hospital in the same place. So that works perfect because they can communicate with each other. After this, I need to write it down to remember to go call my doctor to see if they have my film, per se, of their Plague Monopoly Go. Of all the stuff I had done here to be sent over there, because it hasn't been sent over yet. They just multi-care is actually, in my eyes, a failure to the medical community. So they dropped the ball a lot. So Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't have much of a choice. I gotta, adjust and just um go one day at a time. So now I have to wait till the 15th to find out what I keep and what I lose. Uh, and there's something, what's it called? I looked at it up on here. Um, uh, Flipping, something like that. Flat procedure. So if I have to have, um, say, reconstructive surgery, they can take it out of my belly. Perfect. I got a plenty to spare right there. We're good. They can use that. And then do it that way. And there's less chance of a rejection since it's your own tissue. Um, what do you call it? I don't want an implant because those get rock hard after a while. I'm good there. You know. Oh, um, so preferably I would just like just to cut the two little small pieces out and be done with it. But if I just go with the lumpectomy, which that's my goal, is I have to have radiation. And then I go every day for she said about a month for radiation. That means I have to get up and leave the house every day. That sucks. But I'll get it done. Oh God, no kidding, Neek. Exactly. And this local system we have here is worthless. I mean, that's another reason I'm going all the way to Issaquah to Swedish. No. I mean, it was a rainy day, typical West Side weather. Went into the hospital, light sprinkle, no big deal. Came out, a downpour. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like going, where's my umbrella? I don't know if it's in my car or not. But I'm hoping it's nice when we go back on the 7th. I'm just not looking forward to leaving the house by 6 a.m. because that puts my butt up by 4. Just chug one of those Black Rifle. We're staying the night, and yeah, I'll probably have to. This trip I'll be able to drive over and back, no big deal. Because it's the surgery that he'll have to drive my car, and at least they're happy. They're laughing together. She's not having a meltdown. Um, uh, uh, because I really don't want to bounce around in the Toyota Camry in that small little tin can. Um, I mean, because my car, if I get following other people and I'm not paying attention, I look down and I'm doing 85, and I'm like, oh shit, this is a 65-mile-an-hour zone. That's why I was like, I'm gonna get a ticket. So, oh no, I'm not doing chemo. I'll do radiation. I refuse to do chemo. But yeah, I'll be able to drive myself to radiation. That's no big deal. I'm gonna have a sunburn on one side. But yeah, I won't do chemo. No, I'm not gonna let those fuckers kill me so Big Pharma can make millions off. No, thanks. No, because typically I guess your average lifespan after chemo is about 15 years before you start having some serious heart issues, which I've already got gone. So, oh yeah, I've started. Um, I got out the resin stuff yesterday or a couple of days ago. So, I don't know where I put it. I set it aside so it could finish hardening. Uh, I got some celestial sun and moon molds I'm doing another pyramid. Well, the 9-year-old took it from me, but it was uh, a mold I got from Timu. I had forgotten because I'm not back, not into the swing. Oh, yes, yes, definitely. Pillow or even just a towel. Um, excuse me. Probably make myself a pillow. Um, I didn't put any mold release. I didn't put any little bit of coconut oil. I didn't put any silicone spray. I completely forgot. I was so excited just to try this again. And this always makes me giggle. Um, it's just a brighter pink with some kind of like it's called unicorn ultra fine glitter over the top. Hey Misha, how are you, hun? Um, so thank you. Yeah, I kind of like the way this one came out. Kind of matches the jacket. I kind of got the. I look like I'm wearing khakis today because my sleep pants. I call my comfy pants. They're kind of like I get them off Amazon from Leggings Depot, and so they look like khaki. So it looks like I'm wearing khaki pants. Oh yeah. Um. So it's just the 15th is just gonna have to count the days away till keep myself busy. But oh, here I'll show you what I did make, and then I'll share the bad side because it since I didn't put a release, I it took off part of the mold, so I ordered 3 more. Um, 'Cause I like this shape. Let's see. Turn this down. Find it. It's just clear quartz and copper, so it's kind of like an organite, except um, it's not woolen tights. Oh, but they'll be warm, love. They'll be warm. And then right here, I had to scrape off with the little sander the bits of the rubbery mold that were stuck to it. And now the 9-year-old now has it. But since I have it's like an obelisk mold. Instead of running the risk because I didn't put any spray on that either. I just took the bottom piece out and looks like that. So it's got the copper and the little bit rough at the bottom, but it'll work itself out. But hey, Don, how are you? Um, yeah. I'll tell you now that you're here, Don. I'll just do a quick recap. I find out the 15th how much of one of the twins gets to stay or leaves. My genetic testing should be back here within about 4 days or so. And then my MRI will tell me if if the little two over here have twins somewhere in here too that have to go bye bye. So, oh yeah, they're not really that hard to make. The thing to remember with the orgonite pyramid is the resin has to be warm. When I first started this, I made some like this one I made years back, which is now full of dust. Uh, it's got a quartz point all wrapped in copper wire. Um, I learned that the resin won't set if it's not warm enough. So I put my resin in like 70-degree water, so it'll mix better, and then it'll set. But don't overheat it because then it'll set too fast, and then it's a clusterfuck. It's a complete mess. So yeah. Uh, hey Luna, glad you're here. Everything went okay yesterday. and at least for me, not for those poor people in Falls City. Um, but I'll find out the 15th how much I get to keep and how much goes bye bye. But so now it's just a waiting game. Though I did hear uh Kristen just looking at her name reminded me those two pilots that that died in the wreck. There were two female pilots. So hopefully, do I have that in my thing? I think I have it in there. But yes, it is. I hope so. Yes, I will definitely want a new pair if that comes up. Um, no, uh, okay, B day. I'll write that down. I added it to it. Yeah, a friend of mine, and I need to get in contact with her because from she did something similar to this, and the doctor. Oh, I know. I don't care if you celebrate it or not. I'm still gonna tell you happy birthday. Um, the surgeon told her, the plastic surgeon told her, he goes, "They're gonna be so perky by the time I'm done, you're not even gonna need to have to wear a bra." And I was like, "Oh my God." So I was just like, so that stuck with me. The poor thing was all bandaged up and everything. But, yeah, I think if they take one side, I might as well even it out, take both, and then have both of them redone instead of a 58-year-old one and a a 1-year one over here. So yeah, my uh my Aunt Margie had reconstructive surgery after hers, and this was early on because she had a double mastectomy, and hers was the kind of silicone, and so my Uncle Charles had to send him. She had got them taken out because they were leaking, and so he had to send them off, and he was bitching about the postage to send them off. He didn't realize how heavy they were. Um, yeah, 82nd. Wish her happy birthday for us, Kristen. That is awesome. Part of me would like to make it to 82nd, and part of me says, do I really want to be sticking around for the shit show? Yeah, no, not really. It's like I told Dad and Mother, you guys are escaping this dystopia we got coming on us. Yeah. Oh shit. You said Scorpio, and that reminded me. My son's birthday is the 12th of November. Everything is just gone. So much has been going through this head. Yeah, I definitely make a note to, remind him. So, yeah. Yep. Yep. I gotta, Jesus Christ, he'll be 36. My youngest will be 33 in December. Good God, I'm old. It's amazing. Right now, they're getting along. My luck, tomorrow they'll be screaming at each other. So, oh yeah, oh that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, oh yeah, I guess like a sailor. I mean, my Uncle Charles was a Marine in Korea, and so he brought the mouth home with him. My cousin, she's 4 years old. She cracked me up because he was a teacher, but his side projects were horse races, thoroughbred horses. He raced them in races. My cousin was 4, and I remember we're out there in the pasture with the horses, and she goes like this. She goes, "The horses run like hell." And I'm like, "What?" And she says, "The horses run." She just dropped the hell right after that. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I always every time Uncle Charles would come visit, us kids learn new words. Just horrified my mother. It was great. About that thing they're gonna do in Georgia on the remember the 5th of November. It's yeah, I watched that one. Unless there's been a you say unless there's been a new one. I spent what was it? I saw a really good uh, Bill Cooper Hour of the Time program, or not saw, listened to it. I'll put it in my community tab. It was excellent. I love listening. Yeah, there's supposed to be a plan on a possible cyber event that you know this is kind of like they planned Jade Helm, but they're planning it for the ballot day, and so Dabu's take is if something happens, they can say, "Oh well, it was this thing we were doing." So yeah, there you go, perfect, thank you. Um, but I don't know. Um, it's gonna be interesting. I wouldn't want to live in a city. I know that much. But I've been telling people for over 10 years, get the hell out of a city. Get away from it. Not just for, say, voting, but for go someplace where you can have access to fresh water or you can get, filter your own fresh water, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oh, good Lord. Oh, yeah. It'll just be this meme I have that says, it's okay, Misha. That's okay. It's good to know you're okay. Um, of this little kid that says, "Oh, great, you voted. Which one of your puppets? Which one of your banker puppets now are gonna bomb my country?" So, and no matter who comes in, I think it'll just be one will escalate three, and one will slowly walk our way into three. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah. So, I don't know if Feast of the Tabernacles is over yet or not. If anything will come out of that, I have no idea. If one side will attack the other, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit scary. Just always, like I told my aunt, because she's down in Texas. With my cousin, I mean, I still called her Aunt Sally, even though she's my cousin. But age wise, you grow up Hispanic. They're either your cousin or your aunts or your uncles, no matter what. Um, I said, you go into a building. I said, you know exactly where all your exits are the minute you walk in. Make a mental note so if something happens, you can get out. So, yeah. Um, and that's what I do when I go into the Walmart. I know where the exits are there. I know where the exits are at Fred Meyer's, and usually the one in the shoe department is where the tweakers run out with the stuff they steal. Hey Sasquatch, how's it going? Yes, we are. Uh, good, good, Neek. That's awesome. I'm getting there. I think one of the things now I want to get is a buddy heater just in case with all the other shit we have. Um, it's like we're trying to figure out a way to run this RV heater because the things are made so you just drop it into the floor and the air and your exhaust go out there. A way to tube it through like a window, and then you can just like run it in your living room and everybody if it gets too cold or whatever. Well, all three of us, it's not like it's a huge family anymore. Sleep in the living room. But um, but yeah, Sasquatch, the 15th will be when I figure out how much surgery I could have. Not looking forward to it, and it's day surgery though. On a plus, it is a day surgery thing. They've gotten so good at this. Um, Another reason I don't want to have the whole thing, one whole side taken off, is how do you explain it to a 3-year-old who's going to be soon 4? Nana's uneven. How do you? So I guess thank you guys. Ideally, I'd like to tell her if they need to go, if I have that BRCA gene or whatever it is, you know, take out the 2 lumps, do the lumpectomy. If it comes back again, then take them. That'll be fine. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm over and done. Um, and that way, the granddaughter will have a little bit more time to adjust to understand better, other than grandma's missing something. you know. Um, uh, and she's a big reason I won't do chemo. First 7 years is their formidable years, and she needs a nana that's going to be there, to go take her to the mountains, take her to the woods, do this and do that. And, nana throwing up or having to constantly go into town. And I'm already losing my hair, but they'd probably be all gone. So yeah, I can't go bald. I've got over here, not as bad as it used to be, but I got a divot in my head because I had a fatty tumor that solidified and left a divot in my skull as I grew. Well, I was in my 40s when it finally started to hurt and cause problems, so I had to go in and cut it out. And there is no pain pill in the world that can take the pain away from someone scraping at your skull. Oh God, that was ugly. That was awful. Yeah. Be safe, Don. Be safe. Hopefully it goes well. Yeah. Yeah. Can't miss what I never had. Oh man. Hey, Ilea. That is too funny though. I can't miss what I never had. That's like in my ass. I don't have one of those at all. If I could shift some of this to that, perfect, or even take some of the midsection to there, great. But on the plus side, though, I can squeeze through smaller areas. Uh, Hopefully, it's okay. So, I don't know what's in mine. I think it'd scare a lot of people if they knew what was in my head. But, um, yeah, hopefully it goes good. Yeah, and going to the doctor is gonna get scary. I was so proud of myself several months ago, going, "Well, I'm gonna be 58, and I only have one doctor." Now I have a cardiologist, a genetics counselor, a breast surgeon, an oncologist, and my regular doctor. Yes, for Neek. And my nose is starting to run. I just love being in here. The many multiple cats I have now. They're still behaving, I think. Oh, man. So, this part of daycare will help. This month's daycare will help fund my trip from the 7th and 8th. They're not throwing blows though. She's not. She's tested out of in third grade. She's in third grade now. In second grade, she was tested in the fifth grade, but social skills not there because it was just me and her for the first 5 years of her life. So we both, her and her mom would love to see her up in fifth grade, but she can't. She can't handle it mentally. Hey, Brad, honey, how are you? Are you doing okay? Did you get any help? Oh, hopefully you did. I'm doing okay. I'm taking it one day at a time, honey. One day at a time. And it's like the song Sunrise, Sunset, and swiftly go the years. Another dog. Don't feel bad, Brett. Another dog. I got another cat. So, and I swear to God, my cat, having the round cat, not mine. So that's what I'm questioning if he's a little retarded. They look slanted. His eyes look this way instead of just straight on. No. But I have AT&T. They don't give us shit. I don't even know if I thought I have emergency alerts on. What was it about? My notifications are all screwed up because I had to record something from. And I have no glasses in here. I couldn't see it even if I wanted to. Ugh. That sucks. Yeah. Thing over and that's similar to the version I learned. But fighter planes. Planes plural? Yeah. How does one put the version I learned? Not a handful, but what else does one use? I wonder. Is a waste. But oh God. I was in school and I was one of these kids I think I was in 8th grade wearing it. I know TMI, size B in 8th grade. And one of my classmates came up to me and my friend and asked if we were a part of the itty bitty titty committee. And Pam goes, "Yep, I am." I looked down and went, "I'm not." He didn't know what to say. He was like, how boys try to smart off at that age, just to get a reaction. So that was funny. Yeah, the exact 7th. Yeah, that's what I was like. How do I put this lightly? The way I was taught. I'm Oh God, I honestly don't know why men think it's so fabulous to have big boobs. I'm like, y'all don't have to have that backache we have. You know, that sucks. I mean, I'm sorry, Luna, you're getting bullied. I've learned to ignore them. You know, there's days I'll be watching something and it'll just rub me the wrong way, and it's just like people, and so I'll just blurt out what I'm thinking. Like there's a bunch of girls in a dress hitting a punching bag going, "We're strong." And I'm looking at that going, "No, you can hit a punching bag. The 8-year-old, the 9-year-old can do that." I'm like, "You want to be strong? Go out in the fucking woods and do something." You know? Sure, sure, it probably burst a few bubbles, but I was just like, I looked at that and their attitude, and I'm like going, "Yeah, y'all ain't gonna ever get a date with that attitude." But, all right. Thanks for stopping, Leah. I love you. Hope your day goes good. And who knows, I may see you in Marf's tonight. Oh, what assholes. Yeah, you toughen up when you first started on Twitter. Yeah. My smart ass comments and then other people, and then I'm like, or they, treat people try to play a victim, and I'm like, no, you're not a victim. And then they just have a meltdown. I'm like, no, you're too little to be a victim. I like to also mess with them back because every comment, you mess with them back knowing that the little red button's watching everything you do. Because even if it's a pissy comment and you comment back, it still favors your video in the algorithms. Even like the thumbs down, still favors your video in the algorithms. So, oh God. Twitter's, I was like, there's no porn on Twitter. And I'm like going, the fuck there ain't. And it's not even someone I subscribe to. I just went scrolling through my feed and I'm like, hello, wow, yeah. You are not safe for work. It's like going to early days of Tumblr. I mean, so, oh yeah, keyboard, that's exactly. Yep, Brett. I agree with you. I haven't been to Tumblr in ages. I think I have 2 names because I think I locked myself out of 1 name, which would be the original Miss Dragon name I locked. Open the door for a bit. It's way too quiet. They're there. They're just quiet. So awesome, Sasquatch. Have a good evening. Oh, I know. Whack Control is always fun. Poor Jason yesterday, he timed a guy out. He untimed him out, which was fine. But I understood why he did it. But the subject and the guy's comment was a movie line from National Lampoon's Vacation. And so I recognized it right away because in my house, we loved all of those. And so I'm like, wait, it's a movie line. He just said a movie line. It wasn't anything inappropriate, when that little girl. And then, of course, I had that line going in my head all day. It's a young girl on the teeter-totter talking about her dad, who was Randy Quaid. About my daddy was the best, told me I was the best French kisser. When on family vacation, when they stopped by at his house. And everyone was like, okay, yeah. So we watched a lot of movies. Of course, I had an only boy, so it was always movies like that. I don't think they could do American Pie now. Hell, I don't even think they could do a Revenge of the Nerds now. Yeah. Yep, she's on that teeter-totter. Forget her name. Was it Luann? I can't remember, but yeah. There's some movies they just can't do nowadays, and it's like Blazing Saddles. You would get the opening screen of Blazing Saddles, and the next thing you'd see was the end and the credits. They couldn't do anything in between. So, yeah. Yeah, I haven't had my little troll show up lately, thank goodness. I think he shows up now once in a while, and his name's in Spanish. So, oh yeah, man. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. I need to start catching other shows. I've just been so well. Now one side of my kitchen counter is all resin because I got to get that table cleaned up so I can get to it. But I had to get the baby shit out of the way so I could. So, mm-hmm. Yes, but the one movie they don't dare change. Like they made the Little Mermaid. How they changed the Little Mermaid. They can't. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't dare change Tarzan. Yes, Luna, definitely. It's occupies the mind and it's peaceful and it's great, and that's why I have these weird shaped little pieces of um yarn I start to do and then have to uh frog it all out and start over again because it just doesn't look right. Um but yeah, they wouldn't do that with Tarzan. And I didn't realize for all these years I used to remember Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan with Christopher Lambert and the his butler teaching him, or not his butler, his teacher, his French teacher, what everything is. Thank you, hun. Yeah, I do. I do. I just gotta wait till the 15th to find out how much I got left. Um, the when he was teaching him how to shave, he would sit there and go, razor, razor. So every time I say razor now, that pops into my head. And I finally went to look for it. And it's the guy who played older Frodo in the Lord of the Rings, who played the priest in The Fifth Element. I was like, "Oh, that's why the priest in The Fifth Element looks so familiar." So yeah. So yeah, they'll probably never redo Tarzan. But it's bad enough they're redoing Highlander. You know, I don't know how that's gonna work. I've heard about it, and I don't know what's gonna happen if they're gonna have the Spanish Peacock. Um, what's his name? Shit. Sean Connery. Someone's gonna play his character or not. Um, can't think of what his character's name was. But, I always show the kids. It's it'd be they'd be scared. Yeah, no shit. Same thing with mine. I know, Highlander. Oh God, I wish it was here. It's cold. Um, Clancy Brown. He played the Russian. Shit, I can't think of his name. But I let him know that Clancy Brown, and I show him where he's in the church, and he says it's better to burn out than fade away. I said, this person here is the voice of Mr. Krabs. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, yeah. It's cold here. I think we're supposed to be in the 50s now for I think the rest of the month. So, oh, I know, but I think they've run out of ideas. I think one of the last original movie I saw, and they made it so it was it done, no finny. Um, Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch was a great movie. At the end, you're left going, "Holy shit!" But yeah, I'm having a hot flash. Oh my god, I know. Oh, I know. It's yeah, whole black face, skin, arms. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, they went. just, I don't know. I can't, do movies much anymore. I look at these people and go, this one is known to like little ones, and this one's known to like, I just can't. No, no. And most of Hollywood is brain dead. Anyway. Oh, I know. And I mean, Disney's shooting itself in the foot. I don't know if they ever went through with it, but for a while there, they were gonna ban anyone coming in with tattoos. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, well, evidently you don't want some of the younger crowd or even us older people here too. I wouldn't go anyway, but you know. Oh, Brett, what kind? My newest edition is a tuxedo with the tiniest meow you have ever heard. I think he's like a year old, but his just the tiny. It's not unlike the rest of the talkative ones. He just "Meep." That's about it. And then uh, I had a Eng- English Cocker Spaniel. I almost had her to using the litter box, but my Maine Coon looked extremely offended when she peed in her litter box. So I was like, yeah, it's November, but you have to go outside and pee outside. You can't pee in the house with the rest of us. So, yeah. It's all right, Crafty. Glad you stopped by. It's odd. They're so quiet. But I bet he's playing Fortnite with the headphones on, and she's watching YouTube. I can almost bet. So, and it's not really warm enough, and I don't have enough time really to do anything with him to take him anyplace. Not to mention, I got to save everything I got for trips over there. So, there's been some air traffic here. They've left out I'm getting this haze. That's about how Larry does. He's just tiny. And his meow's tiny. He's not tiny. And eats constantly. So it's hard to train a dog. They don't, yeah. Especially littler dogs. Bigger dogs have bigger bladders, and you can be gone for 8 hours and they're okay. But little dogs are tougher. My lab rot mix. One time we were gone way too long, and he tried to pee in the toilet. He was just about this much from actually making it into the toilet. He just wasn't tall enough, or he would have been fine. But no, I like a lot of people have comfort, or what are they? For like anxiety. They have dogs or cats or whatever service animals. I don't. I have several pair of anxiety headphones, so that I'm never without my headphones. If I go shopping, I have to have those. If I'm by myself, I have to have those in. Oh, okay. Yeah. Misha. Yeah, the older they get, it's also harder too. It is. Yeah, my golden was 16 and a half, and we finally had to put him down. In the last few months, yeah, it was a little tough getting him outside in time because with his hips and getting him down 2 steps to get out to the door outside. Yeah, several cleanups, poor thing. Oh yeah, headphones are my savior. A tonal smooth. Oh my god. Oh god, that reminds me of what my youngest said with Larry. Smooth brain, that's awesome. He goes, I sent him over a picture of Larry, and he goes, looks like some. He looks like a. He goes, he looks like a cat with two brain cells fighting for third place. And I'm like, going, oh my god. Let's see if I can find one of those eyes. They don't. I mean, at first I thought maybe he was like, no, that's not one good of his eyes. I have so much shit on my phone. I need to get it off of here. Um, come on, where's that one? Here we go. I swear that he looks like, to put it lightly, his eyes look slanted this way. Just sweet. I mean, he had to have been somebody's because when I first let him in the house to drink water, he knew how to use a litter box. He knew how to use a scratching post. Um, he had to have been somebody's cat. If I open my car door, he will jump into the car. And I put it on our local Titan Cowitchy page. Nobody claims him. He's like a dog. Um, if you're outside, he'll heel right on the left hand side with you. He's got to be. He'll just follow you around like a puppy dog. Hmm. Yeah, Larry's such a cutie. I need to get him a red bow tie since he's a tuxedo. So, oh, but okay, yeah. Well, if one dog does it, they think, okay, this older alpha. Well, if they do it, then I can do it. Yeah. Um, my black cat thought he was a dog, so and, and now the dogs and the cat are in my backyard. So, uh, yeah, my Torty raisin loaf. It's not sure what to think of Larry because Larry wants to play. 12-year-old 18 pounders won't have anything to do with that at all. So, yeah. So every time I hear hissing, it's like, oh, okay, well, it's Larry and that's Larry and Snickers. I have to sit there and reassure Snickers it's okay. He's not going to get your morning chicken at 5 a.m. And reassure Larry it's okay. That fat ass isn't going to sit on you. So, oh, yes. And Amazon's got him, so I gotta wait till payday, and then he's getting a little red color. I also gotta get his ass to the spay and neuter clinic and get him fixed. I mean, all my females are fixed, but I don't want him spraying instead. So far, he hasn't. He's so timid that when he showed up, the old tomcat that I feed, uh, he was so hungry when he first showed up, he'd try to eat the tomcat's food, and Morris's head is like this big, a big old orange cat. And I came out one time and Larry's on his back, like, okay, 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 I won't eat your food. So yeah, he's very timid. Shit. Is it this? My light so I can see it. Not. I don't know when ours. It doesn't have it. I have to look for it because usually It should be soon. Does anybody know? Oh God, I know, Kristen. Yeah. Let's see. I wish they would stop this stuff. No, I don't give a shit about your election shit. Just give me the bloody time. I don't need an explanation of when it is, what it's all about. Just tell me when it is. November 3rd? Okay. Yeah, because so hello. Oh, it is on my calendar on Sunday, not on a Friday. Okay. I'll be living in the dark again. So I know. I mean, I kind of like having daylight. And then when we go, and I'm so used to having dinner when it starts to get dark, starting in on dinner when it's starting to get dark. And then when we go to daylight savings, and then I look out the window and I'm like, well, it's not quite dark yet, so I don't need to do dinner. Then realize, well, shit, it's 8 o'clock. I better start cooking. I mean, um, that's the one thing I did learn from National Treasure. Benjamin Franklin invented daylight savings time. Okay, they're still getting along. But yeah, I live like that too. This window and the one in the dining room are about the only ones I open right now because the rest of them I keep because of the cold wind. It's because the sunlight comes in on this side. Yeah, Princess here doesn't like to get up until 9:30 and then be up till midnight. So, and then have dreams like I did of wasps. It's like, yeah, I better get up while I'm awake or I'll go back to sleep and start dreaming about them. I can see in the dark really well too. So I kind of like it. All right, guys, I should get going. At least they're still getting along. But I'll be back tomorrow. Still with one ear out the door. But all right, guys. I'll be back the same bat time, same bat channel. So, all my love, Miss Dragon. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I love you all. Some I'll see on some other shows. But if not, I will catch you on the flip side. Yeah, I forget what percentage I am. I've got it on my 23andMe, but yeah, I have Neanderthal too. So, away we go.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.